OTGIF or S, depending on when you are watching this. It is Perez Hilton. And yes, unicorns are real, ladies and gentlemen. If you believe, there is one right in front of you. And not only are unicorns real, magic is real. We're going to have a magical time together today. We are talking about Jeffree Star beefing with James Charles again. We're talking Justin Bieber, Kristin Cavallari, Meghan Markle. I think I pronounced Kristin Cavallari's name right this time. Ronnie Ortiz-Magro from Jersey Shore, Ben Affleck, Alex Jones, Elon Musk, Ellen DeGeneres, Eminem, The Bachelor, Ariana Grande, Halle Berry, One Direction, Giudice. I'm in a good mood. Kristen Bell, Ashlee Simpson, Nick Cordero, and the Real Housewives of Orange County. I was just laughing at myself for many reasons. First, because this really looks dumb. I'll take it off. It looks dumb. I was just having a bad hair day, and I did not feel good about my physical appearance. Not just my hair, but also just like I put up a video a couple of minutes ago on TikTok. It was a joke. I was being sarcastic and people didn't get it, which doesn't upset me. I don't mind if it missed the mark. But I joked that I got an acting job that required me to gain a lot of weight for the role. Hi, Tammy and Maria and Heidi and everybody else. I see you. Queen J. Ray. I love you, Queen J. Ray. Emmy. Thank you both for the super chat. So, to just clear the air. Actually, I don't even want to clear the air. It's just between us. I want to send out that tweet tomorrow. So you just know it's a joke. Okay? I still think it's funny. I don't know why people didn't get it. It's like, I have to gain a lot of weight for this role, and I'll tell you more about it next year. I don't know. Maybe I should have been a little more obvious, but I didn't gain weight for a role. I just gained weight. Hi, Fiona and Perez, my fave, and everybody else. It is all good. I appreciate you, Sarah McGowan. Thank you for watching. And once again, I want to apologize to people who watch on the replay. If it is annoying that I shout out my amazing fam that's watching live, like Greg Miller and Lynn's Ryan and everybody else, then don't watch. Matthew J. Evans. Thank you, Matthew J. Evans, my fram for life. God bless you. I feel like I should put it on for a little bit just because, I don't know. I'm feeling better. I feel better that we're spending time together. All right, let's get right to it because there is a lot to talk about today. Some of the folks on TikTok may not realize it, but Perez Hilton, hold on. I had another one of those days. ¿Lo encontraron? ¿Encontraron el teléfono? ¿Encontraron el teléfono? Oh, God. The other day, my kids lost the remote control. Today, they lost my old cell phone, which they had been using kind of like an iPad. Because our old iPad, they cracked. And it was a few years old, so they didn't have a warranty. Oh, God. So, it has to be in my house somewhere. It has to be in my house somewhere. I'm not going to spend any time looking for it, though. If they don't find it, they don't find it, and they're not going to watch anything on my own phone. It's as simple as that. All right. Some of the people on... Oh, by the way, just... I'm gonna lose my mind. Some of the people, some of the people on TikTok may not realize it, Kelly Myers and Christine P., but I am an icon, and I am forever relevant. Oh, but by the way, just water, only agua. Sara Campero, mwah. Because I drank too much last night. And there's a few things that are bad about that. First, if you drink in the evening, you just want to go to sleep. And I'm a workhorse. You guys know that. I can't go to sleep early. Not that I went to sleep early, but I went to sleep at 11 p.m. last night, which is early for me, Lexi, who. So I've still got so much work to do after this. I can't go to bed early. And also, I think that amaretto flavored Ciroc is too good. It's too sweet, so I want to drink too much of it. Ay, ay, ay. Thank you again, Matthew J. Evans and Queen J. Ray. I love you both. Haley Sharp. I love you, Haley Sharp. All right. Some of the people on TikTok don't know that my career is 16 years old, which is why I mention in all of my posts that they should order my autobiography because I have done it all. And my autobiography is not like that Teen Mom Stars. Mine is filled with real celebrities. Cheers to you, Don S. Natasha Cordova. And I am forever relevant. Pete Davidson just name-checked me in a song. Should I play? I'll play. All right. It's not very good, but I think I like that even better. This rapper named Chris Webby, whom I'd never heard of, asked Pete to be a part of his song called Who Am I? And Ariana Grande's former fiance and the Saturday Night Live star rapped. Who knew he was a rapper? Anybody could be a rapper, though. You know, if Bad Baby could be a rapper, so can Pete Davidson. So I'm just gonna play his part.
How do you say thank you?
Commercial. Hold on.
What could ever convey everything she is?
Come on. All right. Was it around here? With Perez Hilton and the gossip columns talking blank, got my blank in their mouth. You know, not really my type, but I am a size queen, and it's been a long time. A long time. I'm not that picky right now. So, Pete Davidson, call me. And thank you. In all sincerity, I'm flattered. I've been mentioned in a few songs, as you guys know, from this one to the Kanye West song. I forgot the name of the title. And other songs, and I've been in music videos. I've been in so many music videos. It's super rad. I've had a good life, a good career. Icon. All right, from Pete Davidson name-checking me to Jeffree Star. He was the guest on this podcast called Mom's Basement, and he was asked about James Charles, his frenemy, and I want to clarify something. I said that I'm starting to like Jeffree Star in 2020. Thank you, Emily Reese. But that doesn't mean I like him, okay? It just means I'm warming up to him. Or maybe it just means I dislike James Charles that much that by comparison, I'm enjoying Jeffree Star. So when asked about James Charles, Jeffree Star said, it's a very complicated situation. It's a very complicated situation. He repeated himself twice. I'm 100% comfortable with you asking. It's going to upset a lot of people, but the truth is that someone, and right now, I legally can't say who, but someone told us a few things and we trusted that person's opinion. And then another person said some things that was friends with that man, and it really convinced us that he was a predator. At the end of the day, I'm not going to out a victim. This is the interesting part. Listen up. At the end of the day, I'm not going to out a victim of James Charles if it's real, because I don't know if it's real. He's dancing is what he's doing. He's doing the tango right there. He's wanting James Charles to be portrayed in a certain way, and that way is negative. And he carefully worded himself to avoid getting sued, but the real killer, thank you, doesn't it seem to you like it does to me that he once again implied that James Charles is a predator and that James Charles takes advantage of people? I don't know. There's probably some truth to it. I mean, but I don't know, because I've only heard rumors, all right? And thank you, Greg Miller. I've only heard rumors, okay? I like to be fair. I don't like James Charles, but I'm not going to throw him under the bus. Oftentimes, where there's smoke, there's fire. Yes, Mason. However, all I heard was a story from that one waiter dude. You know who we're talking about. Number one. Cheers to you, number one. And yes, he would DM a lot of people, a lot of them that were straight. But DMing a lot of straight dudes does not make you a predator, okay? It just means that that was his preference. If James Charles really was a predator, I would think more guys would have come forward by now. No? Because, hello, James Charles is very popular at the moment, and there are tons of people that would love to expose him for clout. Maybe they have and I missed it, but I don't know. Jeffree Star claims to have possible knowledge of James Charles' wrongdoing. He also added about Shane Dawson, bringing Shane into all of this. He also talked about Tati. So Jeffree Star said, Tati uploaded this 40-minute video about him, and she should have never uploaded that, but she did. I love it. Being shady to Tati Westbrook as well. And for some reason, James thinks that me and Shane tried to ruin... Here's the thing, okay? Here's the tea. Matthew J. Evans. Cheers to you. God bless you, my friend, Matthew J. Evans. Jeffree Star, a lot like me, likes to insert himself in other people's drama. Because Jeffree really had no business butting in to this when Tati made that video. Okay? Other than to get attention for himself. And I don't knock that. You guys know I love getting attention, positive or negative. Jeffree Star does as well. Maybe that's one of the reasons, if I'm going to be my own psychologist for a second now, maybe one of the reasons I don't like Jeffree Star or didn't so much for a while is because I saw a lot of myself in him. Deep. I saw a lot of myself in him, and there are a lot of parallels there. But I'm not like him, okay? That's just to acknowledge some similarities. We're very different. We are very different. So, yeah. He said, blah, blah, blah. James thinks, Sandra Campero, I love you, Sandra. He says, James thinks that me and Shane tried to ruin his life and orchestrated the whole thing like we blank and care. You think we care to drag or ruin someone? Yes. Maybe not Shane, but definitely you. You know how many people Jeffree Star has dragged and not tried to ruin, but dragged? You know, what was the name of that black female beauty guru? I don't remember her name. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? There's that one. He dragged Manny, MUA, Jackie Aina. Thank you, Tippy Tips. Thank you, Faith Lillian. Jackie, Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, he dragged Jackie. He dragged Manny. He repeatedly dragged Kylie Jenner. Kat Von D, of course. The list goes on and on and on. So do I think that you want to drag somebody? Yes, queen. Yes. Maybe not ruin somebody, but for fun, sure. For attention, yeah. And Paulina Montes de Oca, mwah, mwah, I love you. He goes on to say, we're our own superstars. We're our own lane. We're doing our own thing together, and we've made so much magic. Why would we ever want to bring someone down? Well, I already answered that because you're Jeffree Star and because your reputation precedes you and there's the receipts. Blah, 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 blah. He also added that Shane and him are not friends with Tati anymore, and spilled more tea claiming that Tati's business is struggling. Listen, I don't pay attention to Tati Westbrook. Do you guys? Is her business struggling? Based on insider information that he has? Thank you, Roxanne. Love you, Roxanne. I mean, how would he know? Exactly, YouTube One. How would he know? I don't know. I wish Tati well. I wish Jeffree well. And I even wish James Charles well, even if I don't like him. He's still really young. Although he turns 21 in a couple of weeks. Happy birthday to you early, James Charles. 21, so young. It's crazy to think. I was a senior citizen when I started my whole social media thing. I was 26 years old. In this day and age, if you wanted to start being an influencer at age 26, the cards are stacked against, the deck is stacked against you. That's the expression. The deck is stacked against you. Emma B, thank you for the super chat, Emma B. The deck is stacked against you. That's what it is. Because social media is all youth-centric. It's the younger you are, like the Hype House, like all those people. That little Huddy guy on TikTok is 17. Charlie D'Amelio is 15. Of course, Matthew J. Evans. There are exceptions to the rules, but by and large, big social media stars like the Dolan twins, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, they're young. Clearly, you know, there are exceptions. Look at Shane Dawson. Thank you, Shelby Lynn. But Shane Dawson was already a social media star before he became a social media superstar, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? And I agree with you, Brianna. I am a forever icon. Cheers. All right. More information on the Kristin Cavallari. Did I pronounce her name right this time? I think I did. Kristin Cavallari and Jake Cutler split. According to multiple reports, Jay Cutler, the former NFL quarterback, had a bad temper. That's not to say that he was ever physically abusive. I have not read that. We don't know that. But according to reports, he was verbally abusive to Kristin Cavallari. And this is the worst part. He's even been reported to have been verbally abusive to her and making her cry around others, like during film days, like around the crew of her reality show. Tara Holden. Thank you, Tara Holden. He would make her cry all the time during production. He talked down to her and belittled her. He belittles Kristen and makes her cry. He flies off the handle at the littlest thing and makes Kristen absolutely miserable. Blah, blah, blah. Additionally, Kristin Cavallari, never got along with Jay Cutler's parents. Is it possible to be in a thriving relationship, marriage, if your in-laws hate you? I mean, of course it's possible. Anything is possible, but it definitely doesn't help if your mother-in-law and father-in-law can't stand you. It just goes back to what I said yesterday. I think they were mismatched from the beginning, and the mother and father of Jay Cutler probably sensed that, probably wished that he was with somebody else and they got stuck with her, that reality TV drama queen or whatever it is that they may have thought of. In other couples news, over in the UK, Meghan Markle, Fiona Judd Cooper, has suffered some setbacks. A judge has thrown out several of the claims that she made against the owner of the Daily Mail. Blah, blah, blah. The court said that some of the charges were irrelevant, inadequate, and impermissibly vague. The lawsuit still is going to be moving forward, but I'm not surprised by this. Oops. I'm not surprised. I had to turn it up so that you guys could hear the Pete Davidson thing. I'm not surprised by this because I think her lawsuit's BS. Like, I know a lot about the law. I can 99% guarantee you guys that the letter at the heart of this lawsuit, the letter that she sent to her father, that her father then sold to the Daily Mail, almost certain she didn't copyright that before she sent it to her father. There was no copyright infringement. It's just ridiculous. Plus, also, she should be suing her dad, if anything. Like, not the newspaper. The newspaper paid him and got it fair and square. Ridiculous. In other legal news, Ronnie Ortiz-Magro from Jersey Shore has copped a plea deal in his ongoing domestic dispute with his baby mama, Jen Harley. You know what happened there. I can't use the terminology on YouTube. I don't want to get demonetized. Odin, yes, Harry would probably be much happier in London, I would imagine, but he chose his wife, and here's where they are. Thank you, Odin, for the super chat. I love you. So, luckily for him, celebrity justice has struck again, and Ronnie Ortiz-Magro is avoiding all jail time. However, and there's a big however, he is going to have to do 36 months of probation. For those of you slow with math, like me, that's 3 years. If he gets in trouble once in 3 years, he's in trouble. Thank you for the super chat, Lucy SC. Not only is he going to be in probation, under probation, on probation for 3 years, he also has to do 30 days of community labor in Nevada where he works. In addition to the 30 days of community labor, he also has to donate $20,000 to a, do they still use this term? I guess so. A battered women's shelter. I don't know if I like that term. And he also has to do a 52-week domestic blank program at a court-approved agency in Nevada. So he's actually going to have to spend a lot of his time reflecting on his actions and what got him in trouble. I don't remember, but I think she might have some pending legal issues of her own too, because he alleged that she was also inappropriate to him. Those two, ay, ay, ay. Speaking of reality TV stars, some sad news for Joe Giudice of The Real Housewives of New Jersey. A judge has denied his final deportation appeal, meaning he went to jail, did his time in jail, and because he was not a U.S. citizen, he was born in Italy, and then came here as a baby, lived here all his life, and never became a citizen, the United States government sent him back to Italy. He appealed that and said, that's not right, that's not fair, I'm an American, blah, 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 but he was never an American citizen, and now there's no more appeals. His final appeal was denied. However, I think he should not lose hope. Joe Giudice needs to reach out to the Elle Woods of reality television, Kim Kardashian. If Kim Kardashian, Janice Shifter, started to advocate for Joe Giudice directly to Donald Trump, he might get a presidential pardon, and then he could come back. I honestly would not be shocked or surprised in the slightest if Donald Trump pardons Joe Giudice. It's very in keeping with Donald Trump, right? And also, I don't think it's fair. I think the guy did his time. He did the crime. He did his time. He's not a violent criminal. It's lame to have deported him. Aww. Cindy Gould, you've been with me since 2007. God bless you, Cindy. And yes, I've been very consistent with the YouTube. It's work. I need to be consistent. And also, this makes me happy. You guys make me happy, and it gives me something to look forward to, and I enjoy it. So it's my safe space. It's my safe space from the hate I get on TikTok. And, Christine P. Thank you, Christine P. It's my safe space from the hate I get on TikTok, or just from the reality of the situation that we are faced in right now. A break from my kids. Fingers crossed for you, Joe. All right, in other wacky news, Eminem had a home intruder earlier, well, not earlier this month, but last month. It's May 1st. It's May already. March and April are a blur. I'm trying to think, like, when I look back at these memories, Our water gun fight was a memory that I had with my kids, and I don't know. My daughter's birthday, that'll be a memory for them. Kelly Myers. Thank you, Kelly Myers, for the super chat. Anyways, Eminem had his house in Detroit broken into last month, not by somebody who wanted to rob him, but by a stan. Some fan broke into Eminem's house, despite the fact that Eminem lives in a gated community and Eminem also had security working that night. Happy early birthday, Maya. Like, why live in a gated community and have security, and then you have somebody break into your home? Insane. Yes, Heidi, I am totally in agreement with you guys, and I will pose the question. Should the security... Oh, French, thank you. Should the security that was working that night at Eminem's house be fired? I say yes, without a doubt. Unless Eminem said it was okay for them to go to sleep. But I would think you wouldn't want them going to sleep. I don't know. Thank you again to my beloved Ondine Irving. You are a gem. Thank you again, Christine P., for the super chat. Bless you one more time, Kelly Myers. And a big hug to you, French, from the Caribbean. Oh, wow. Where in the Caribbean are you, French? I love that. And hello to my 2 haters. I appreciate you watching and making me money. Puerto Rico, French. Oh, I've never visited Puerto Rico. My mom has, but I would love to go. All right, speaking of wacky news, I think yesterday we talked Elon Musk and his controversial tweets about getting his factories or his business, getting America back up and running and open and blah, 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 blah. Well, he was at it again today, sending out the most ridiculous tweets. This guy, most of us know as the head honcho over at the Tesla car company. And his tweets, what he says, directly impacts how much Tesla stock goes for. I know it's high-class problems, rich people stuff, but he's saying the craziest stuff. He even said today, Jordan Avalos, that Tesla stock was too high. Matthew J. Evans. Boom, boom. Thank you, Matthew J. Evans. What CEO of a publicly traded company says that their stock is too high? I think he was high. I don't know. I'm not saying I have information, but it's weird to me. He also claimed that he was going to be selling off his possessions, which is bizarre. You're a billionaire. Why do you have to sell off your possessions? Why not give them away? Hi, Erica. Give them away. Don't be such a cheapskate. Where did that word originate from? Wait, can I look it up really quick? Cheapskate. Isn't that a weird expression? Cheapskate. Is that a derogatory word? Is that a bad thing to say? Cheapskate, a stingy person. Cheapskate etymology. Where does that word come from? Whatever, I can't find it, but who cares? I just think it's an interesting word. All right, in other wacky news, hopefully you guys don't know who this is, Deborah and Linz. Alex Jones, that nut job from InfoWars, that alt-right crazy person. he went on this ridiculous, but also scary rant where he said that if the quarantine goes on for much longer, we don't know how long it's going to go on for. He's prepared to eat his neighbors. Some people think Alex Jones is just an act. However, his ex-wife does not think it's an act. She is afraid for the safety and well-being of her 3 children with him. Speaking of children, Halle Berry was complaining about having to homeschool her 2 children during quarantine, calling it a complete nightmare. And Kristen Bell echoed that sentiment, saying that she also has been struggling to homeschool her kids. And frankly, it warms my heart, har hop shell, to see a lot of people not handling it well. It makes me feel better about myself because I'm not handling it well. Some parents are cut out to homeschool their kids, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that most parents are not cut out to homeschool their kids. Most. Some yes, most no. In a year or 2, I might have to start doing some Botox. Or not, I don't know. Maybe like 5 years. It is what it is. Whitney Cummings. I like Whitney Cummings. I don't have time to listen to podcasts, though. And even more baby or children news. Have you guys noticed? Maybe not, but the 1D fandom has noticed and is talking about the fact that, to my knowledge, or at least as of the time of this recording, none of the members of One Direction publicly congratulated Zayn Malik on his baby news. As we've talked about, Zayn Malik and Gigi Hadid are having a baby, a girl. She confirmed the news herself, even though it was originally leaked. She has now confirmed it. They could have reached out to Zayn privately, but it also probably meant something, or would mean something to the fans to see them publicly say something. Maybe they did it privately because there have been tensions, and I don't know. They should say something publicly now because the fans want that. I don't know. We'll see. Also interesting, the bodyguard that worked with Ellen DeGeneres at the Oscars a few years ago has come out basically saying that Ellen is an awful person, blah, 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 blah. Cheapskate originated from a song the American soldiers sang in 1643 in a time of war. Wow. I did not know that. Hi there, Tina Michelle. Even more interesting to me than this former bodyguard that worked with Ellen that said she didn't even thank him, didn't talk to him, blah, 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 blah. You know, Ellen isn't exactly warm and fuzzy, and I think that should be apparent to anybody that watches her show. Number 1. Thank you, number 1. You are number 1. Thank you, number 1. Thank you for the super chat. You're amazing. I am told by friends of mine that work in television that Ellen is not paying her staffers that are currently not working. There are a lot of people on her staff that are not getting a paycheck right now. You know, like her wardrobe people or her makeup people or the camera people or whomever it might be. However, James Corden and Trevor Noah and Jimmy Kimmel. Well, Jimmy might make as much as her, but I know that Trevor Noah and James Corden don't make as much as Ellen, and Trevor Noah and James Corden are paying their staff themselves. Matthew J. Evans, thank you, Matthew J. Evans, again, you superstar. Ellen makes so much more money than those dudes and can't afford or doesn't choose to pay her staff that aren't working right now. Ellen. I don't know. Not a good look. Not a good look. And more TV related news, Jim Edmonds of the Real Housewives of Orange County is still beefing with his ex, Megan King Edmonds. These two are so ridiculous because they clearly have publicists that are feeding all of the celebrity publications information. Hi, Barbara Johnson. They could just save themselves a lot of money and live their lives. Like, stop talking to the media about, oh, he's not paying me enough in child support, blah, 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 blah. And I agree with you, Matthew. I don't know if I believe Jim Edmonds. She claims, though, Megan King Edmonds, that the child support payments barely cover her groceries. She may be exaggerating, though. I don't know. I don't know how to segue to this, but you guys know that I have been following the story of Nick Cordero, this Broadway actor that I saw in Bullets Over Broadway. He did a lot of theater in New York. He did Rock of Ages. He did A Bronx Tale. He's Canadian. He's almost exactly my age. He's 41 years old. He got the Rona. He's been hospitalized here in Los Angeles at Cedars-Sinai for over a month now. Struggled, was put on a ventilator, had blood issues with flow to his leg, had to have his leg amputated, had to have a temporary pacemaker put in to his heart because he was having heart issues. Now, his wife, this fitness instructor, Amanda Klutz, says that he has developed holes in his lungs. He's developed holes in his lungs. How do you fix that? I'm not a doctor. I don't know. And the fact that she didn't, Nick was in Waitress also, the fact that she didn't share that information makes me think that things are really, really, really at a point where he can't pull through. I wish I knew. How do you fix a lung that has holes in it? Do you, how does that happen? Like, do you sew it? I don't. How do you fix a lung that has holes? I mean, I guess you can do a lung transplant. The most common and effective way of dealing with a punctured lung is by the insertion of a chest tube or hollow needle. Punctured lung. I don't know, but if it's really bad, I don't even know. I'm afraid this guy might be on a ventilator for a really long time. I don't even want to think about it. Layla, thank you for the super chat. Let us just hope and pray for a miracle. hope and pray. I don't know why I've felt such a connection to this story and such a sadness over it, but his wife is a warrior, man. His wife is a boss. Thank you again, number one. I love you. Harhop Shell, I have not paid attention to the ridiculousness that Madonna said again. She said something ridiculous. Oh, Madonna. Oh, Madonna. Some couples news. Hannah Ann Sluss, whom most of us know from The Bachelor. She was on the most recent season, the one with Pilot Pete. She's moved on already. She is quarantining and shacking up with Pittsburgh Steelers player Mason Rudolph. He is a quarterback for the Steelers. I would say that's an upgrade, actually. That's an upgrade, because Pilot Pete, his fame is probably going to just slowly diminish over time as the years go on and on and on. However, this Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback dude, he still has a good 6+ years left of playing and making the money. And they make a lot of good money at the NFL. Marry this dude, Hannah, okay? Marry him. Snatch it. Get the ring. Especially a quarterback tastes so good. They make the money. All right. Happy birthday to Ben Affleck's girlfriend, Ana de Armas. She just turned 32 years old and went Instagram official with Ben. Although it's interesting to me that she and he went Instagram official on her Instagram account. I'm starting to think that she's the one calling the shots in this relationship. Eric Gorder. God bless you, Eric Gorder. Thank you so much, Eric Gorder. Cheers, my friend Eric. Oh, thank God it's Friday. I need to sleep this weekend. Listen, I appreciate my homegirl, Ana. She's a fellow Cuban, even more Cuban than me. She's a Cuban from Cuba. But it's clear that she's so thirsty. She's so thirsty dating this big Hollywood star. But get it, you know? I'm not mad. I'm thirsty too. But I would probably, Eric Gorder, play my cards a little closer to the chest. I'm full of all the expressions that I don't even know if I'm saying them correctly today. To the vest, to the chest, whatever. I'd play it a little bit more cool if I was her. Just because I would want it. Cynthia, he will never really recover? Oh no. Cynthia is a nurse. Jonathan Taylor, that girl was named Cammie Lee. Mess. Oh no. Yeah, he hasn't woken up either. He's been unconscious, Nick Cordero, for 3+ weeks. Anyways, I feel like Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas need an obnoxious couple nickname. What should we name them? What should their nickname be? Leave me your suggestions in the comments after this. Think about it. Leave me your suggestions in the comments. Tastes so good. Oh, you are adorable. Tastes so good. You know how to butter me up with your kind words and kind generosity. Thank you. Kesha has interestingly totally canceled her tour. Actually, maybe she did that. It's not a bad thing. She canceled her tour, but I think it's a good thing because Ben Banana. I think I like that. We may have a winner. Banana. Matthew, I love banana. Kesha has canceled her tour, unlike a lot of other artists who have rescheduled. But I think by canceling her tour, Kesha allows her fans to collect refunds. So that is good of her. Also, more music-related news. Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber have announced a joint song together. It's called Stuck With You, and it will be benefiting the children of first responders battling the Rona. And that comes out next Friday, so 7 days from now. Good on them. Some film news. Disney is developing a live-action version of Hercules, their 1997 animated film. I was going to call it a classic. Is the 1997 Disney Hercules a classic? I never even saw it. Would you consider it a classic? I don't even know the songs from it. None of the songs were very memorable, were they? Who would you like to see play Hercules? Ooh, what about Jonathan Groff? He can get all buff for it and everything. Jonathan Groff looks like a Hercules too. I love me some Groff sauce. Jonathan Groff has been my crush forever. Who else was in Hercules? What are some of the other characters? There's was Hercules the one with James Woods voicing the guy with the hair that's on fire or whatever? Chris Pine is not a bad suggestion. James Marsden, I like that. Hades. Chris Evans. Oh yeah, Chris Evans really wants to do a musical. Or we could have Jake Gyllenhaal. I don't know. I want Jonathan Groff. Chelsea Spencer. All right. Some very happy baby news. Congratulations to Ashlee Simpson. She and her husband, Evan Ross, the son of Diana Ross, are expecting their second child together. And I really love banana, Matthew. Banana. Congratulations, Ashlee. And that is it. Thank God, because I'm starting to lose my voice. That means I'm really tired. I should have had a coffee before this. All right, my friend. I have some time to just chat now. If you have any questions, anything you want to know, blah, 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 blah. When am I heating up the pool? I don't know. Tastes so good because it's expensive to heat up the pool, and I'm cheap. I'll probably get in the hot tub because that's a lot cheaper. I can't say that. Matthew J. Evans. Thank you. I was talking to I'll tell you what I was going to tell you without getting into specifics, but I was talking to my friends about something that I'm pitching. Mason. Thank you, Mason. Oh my God. Holy. I remember all of these names, and when I get to meet you all, I'm so excited to get to meet you all in person. Hopefully, I'll do a book tour or something. Anyways, I was telling a friend, I'm totally down producing. I mentioned on my social media, whatever, it's not a secret. I don't even know why I didn't tell you a minute ago. I really would love that show that I pitched in 2013 to be picked up. Some of you know that 7 years ago now, I tried to sell this show about gay dads, And we pitched it to Bravo, we pitched it to E, we pitched it to Lifetime and Oxygen, and I believe A&E. Those were the only places we pitched it. And oh, we also pitched it to VH1, MTV, Logo, blah, 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 blah. Every network passed on the show. Every network said no. The unofficial reason is it was too gay. Seriously. It was too gay. They're like, oh, women. They never said that on the record, though. Even Logo, no, that was not the excuse from Logo, Lynn. The excuse from Logo at the time was, we're not currently buying anything. Lame excuse. Although, maybe they were being honest, because then I think does Logo still even exist anymore? I don't think so. They moved Drag Race to VH1. In the room, when I was pitching this show, I would tell everybody, hi, Val. Yes, it's about gay dads, but it's also about the women in their lives. The best friends, the grandmothers, the women they're co-parenting with, the nannies. A lot of women will be in the show, even if it's called Gay Dads of Hollywood, Gay Dads, whatever it's called. Zen Garden. I just love, I don't know, I think there's something powerful about gay dads, Zen Garden. Like, why shy away from it? Like, I don't want to just do it. I mean, listen, if it has to be just single dads, okay. But I'd rather it be just gay dads, because I think it's also important for the community and relevant, like Mason said. So I'm going to try to pitch it again, and hopefully it can happen this time around. But I was telling my friend, I was texting a friend of mine that works in TV. I said, you know what? If I'm lucky enough when this is all over to get meetings so that I can pitch it in person, I have to say in those meetings, I'm happy to be talent, but I'm also happy to just produce it. Because maybe Bravo or maybe E doesn't want me on their network. That's fine. I just care about money. That's above and beyond. My number one priority is money, so that I don't have to worry and stress and have that financial burden weighing so hard and heavily on me, over me, because of my 3 kids and my mom and my sister and blah, 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 blah. So if I had to choose more money or more fame and not the money, I'd choose the more money. It is what it is. Hopefully that can happen. I'm so passionate about this idea, and I don't know. We'll see. What else? Natasha, listen, I've pitched it. People know I want to do this. And I have ideas for it, and I've already got talent and yada, yada, yada. Not just Andy and Anderson. Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen are not going to do it, but today, Joe Z also announced that he welcomed a baby into the world. Congratulations, Joe Z. People don't watch E anymore? Yes, they do, for the Kardashians. All right, my fam. I have been on a while. I'm going to go eat. I'm going to log off. I'm going to go live on TikTok and eat on TikTok. I thank you so much. And I will leave you by answering Lexi's question. She says, what is my favorite musical? My favorite musical is Hedwig and the Angry Inch. The music is phenomenal, and I really relate to the character. I've always viewed myself as this freak, this fabulous freak. And thank you for seeing me and accepting me as I am. Let me know in the comments section what your favorite musical is. I love you, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a wonderful day. Thank you again, Mason. Thank you so much, Mason. Thank you so much, Matthew J. Evans. Thank you, everybody. I love you guys.